What's up, guys, and welcome back to another video. So, being a risk taker. Now, I'm going to define it as calculated risk taker because you can definitely take stupid risks in life and you can, jeopardize yourself, your career, your livelihood, the choices that you make. So, there's different types of risks, but I like to look at it as calculated risks. If I look back in my life, I tried my best to take calculated risks, small stuff and large stuff when it comes to entrepreneurship, especially when it comes to real estate, but then also smaller stuff such as dating, cold approaching, to like medium in terms of traveling. And look, whether it goes good or bad, I've always learned from my experiences how to move better the next time. And I always try to make sure, like I said, calculated, where I'm not just making a dumb decision that's going to ruin my life. So what is a calculated risk? So a calculated risk is like, for example, when you're buying a real estate property, if you studied it for a year in terms of, and I'm saying the type of property that you want, so you're going to buy and hold, because when you do flipping, wholesale, those are different. For me, it was buy and hold. So kind of learning what goes into the buying process, the negotiation, all the fees that are associated with it, the interest rate that I'll be qualified for, what type of down payment I would need to come up with, the area, the type of rents that usually come in the areas that I'm looking at around town. So that's a calculated risk. Obviously, something can still happen, but like I spent a year and a half of studying all these like the small nuances so that hiring a good real estate agent, and then when the opportunity came, I jumped on it, and then so far, all my real estate properties, I haven't missed. They've all been amazing, and they've all appreciated amazingly. And you know, was it a little bit of luck? Yeah, anything in life is a little bit luck, but I would say, I also studied it. When it came to cold approaching, dating, taking calculated risks. I mean, I know I don't want to say it's a risk because you're just going up and saying hi to a girl and dating. But for a lot of guys, and I would say, to be honest, for me at the beginning, yeah, it was a big deal, especially, in your younger days, you didn't have any success with women, going up, putting it on the line. If you get rejected, you think that's the worst thing in the world or it's going to affect your day. At the time, especially harsher rejections, it did affect me. Nowadays, I don't really care. It's kind of funny. Maybe it's a little bit awkward, but 30 minutes later, not even 30 minutes, 10, 15 minutes later, I'm good with it. So, but again, doing that a number of times and getting better at it and overcoming that anxiety or overcoming that fear of approaching, um, the past number of years, I lived an amazing dating life and I still do. And I have to attribute that to, taking a calculated risk and learning how to cold approach and learning how to date. Um, Entrepreneurship, same thing in terms of areas that I think I benefited from and what other people benefit from. You don't want to just put out a product that nobody cares or, it's not going to be of any use to society. So you kind of have to study your market. You kind of have to see what you bring to the table, and you have to kind of see, I guess, price range, your market, target audience, all those things factor so that when you're coming up with a product or you want to come up with a YouTube channel, you have to kind of know what to do. And I wouldn't say it's a calculated risk because anyone can do a YouTube channel. But, we live in a day and age where you do have to be a little bit wary in terms of what you just put out there, right? Especially if you work in the corporate world. Every company has their own guidelines and policies. And even if you don't agree to it personally, if you're working for them, they have every right to enforce those policies if they feel like you're out of bounds. So again, these are all things you have to consider. Um, if you have any questions on this, or if you're not much of a risk taker and you like playing not to lose instead of playing to win, get in touch. Book a call with me. First link in description. We talk about this in my course. Everything I've done in my life, guys, has mainly been about calculated risks. Yeah, have I gone into things without maybe thinking it through? A little bit. But the older you get, the more experience you get. And then the more, not saying careful you are, but the more you're kind of aware of other people, how they behave, of the world, so that you don't just quickly fall for what people say. You watch what they do, especially if you're going to a partnership of someone, or not even a partnership. If you're working together with someone else who's working on your product or trying to help you build something, you kind of have to do a wait and see approach. Hire slow, fire fast. So guys, with that, if you're interested, get in touch. First link in the description. As always, thanks for watching the video. If you found it of any value, please like and subscribe, and I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Bye.